Aquarius, my babies. Hi. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. I was on vacation and now I am back and I have some information for you for the month of January. I used all my strange cards, Aquarius, because they always say we're so strange, right? So I got my Stranger Things and I got some other real like out there decks, my most out there decks. Except for one. One is just a cutesy deck. So I'm going to do the introduction and we're going to get right into Aquarius reading for January 2023. Hello, my name is QueenAusetHeru and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to someone else who may like it as well. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. And if you would like to get a reading done, please email me or hit me up on social media. All of that is underneath this video. I'm also going to put underneath the video a link to each deck in case you want to check them out or purchase them. The ones that are for Amazon, I have an Amazon affiliate link because I'm an affiliate, and for the other one I think it's on Etsy, so I'll just give you the link to it. I'm not affiliated with them, but I'll give it to you anyway because it's really cute. What else? My Patreon is underneath this video and everything else about me is underneath this video, so check it out. Okay, all right, so pick a pile, Aquarius. Aquarius, let us see what we have here today. Alright, so I think I got some good ones here. I have, for pile number 1, I have some rhodonite crystal. For pile number 2, I have danbarite. And for pile number 3, I have something called mermaid aqua quartz. It's basically just quartz, and I think they treat it some kind of way to make it pink and blue. Pretty, huh? All right, so pick your pile. You're either going to be 1, 2, 3. And after you've picked your pile, you can then listen. This will be good for anybody who is Aquarius, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Rising usually rhymes with this. Pretty decent. Some of the times people tell me they just listen to all of them and then pick the one that sounds like them. That's what I do personally. So you can pick it beforehand, or you could do that if you wanted to. Some people like to pick the one that's resonating with them. I highly suggest that. That's good. All right, so let's go to pile number 1. Pile number 1, here's your card. You got the 4 of spokes. So in the Stranger Things deck, spokes are cups. So the 4 of cups is what you have. So what do you need to concentrate on for January is the 4 of cups. And you know what this is? It's really interesting to me because, yeah, I do say this probably is my pile, because this is saying that the people in this pile need to focus on their emotions. They need to focus on, they're telling me mixed emotions, and some of them are like, need to be addressed, put it like that. Some of us may need to do shadow work. Some of us may need to see our therapist and work through some emotions. Some of us have been ignoring our emotions for far too long. So it depends on the person, but basically it's saying that this month we should take a good hard look at our emotional state, our mixed feelings, and, you know, moving forward. You know, this is a card of healing. And this is, you know, a card about, you know, tapping into that vibration. So that's what you should be doing for the month of January. That's your main focus. But we also have a few more here. And I thought this was really interesting. Where do you see this, Aquarius? In pile 1, you also need to be taking a good look at connection. This is a really good card. I love the connection card because sometimes Aquarius, because you know that we're loners. A lot of us are lone wolves. And a lot of times, some of us become a little too much so. So this card is saying that in January, you need to do some connecting, Aquarius. You need to find some romantic and non-romantic connections this month. This might mean dating. Imagine that. It might just mean seeing some friends, connecting with family, things along those lines. This is, remember we talked about those mixed emotions in the first card? Well, I'm getting the vibration from the second card that some of us are going to need to work out things with others. And the only way to work out things with others, Aquarius, is to connect with them, to talk to them, to spend time with them. Or it may be people who are helping you with your emotions. Maybe you have some friends or a friend or a confidant or somebody you haven't talked to in a while that's really good at this, who's really good at this emotional thing. Maybe you should call them up and talk about it. Maybe you need to go see your therapist. So it's all about connecting with another person or persons. So this is not the month to be the hermit, Aquarius. This is the month to actually actively seek to connect with people. Not to wait for them to connect with you, but to look through your Rolodex or look through your phone and say to yourself, who do I really want to talk to? Who do I have a real connection with? Who can help me at this moment with these emotional things that I'm going through or emotional things that I haven't addressed? All right. Now we're going to take a look at something that's really fun. Remember I told you I used a lot of my out there decks? This is definitely one of my out there decks. Because remember we talked about connection, and Aquarius, we're getting a strong vibration that for many of you, this is a love connection. For some of us, it's a, family connection, and some of us, it is straight up lovers, erotica, sensuality. Okay? So this deck right here is really cool. It's called the Mystic Martian Oracle. So I'm going to read to you, Power One, what they're telling you with this card. Ancient Hindu and Buddhist texts speak of the semi-divine serpent beings called Nagas, which is Sanskrit for serpent. The Nagas are described as powerful, very beautiful, and highly advanced snake, reptoid beings. They are advantageous to humans, while also dangerously fearsome and temperamental if provoked. Ancient iconography depicts the Nagas with upper human faces and torsos and snake bodies from the waist down. Nagas is male and Naginis is female. Oh, Nagini is the character from Harry Potter. Yeah, she is a snake. Some suggest the Nagas could be a human hybrid genotype from the Alpha Draconian race. Like the Alpha Draconians, Nagas have the capacity to shapeshift into total human form. The Naga's full form is fourth dimensional and not visible to the average low third dimensional human sensory perception. The Hindu epic poem, I'm not going to say this right, but I'm going to try and sound it out. Mahabharata makes references to the Nagas. Many ancient iconographies and texts around the world depict powerful serpent beings, including Mexico, and then there's one from the Aboriginal Australia, and there's also a goddess from Greece, and a Greek god as well, all serpents. Being subterranean, the Nagas prefer to mostly reside in the deep, dense oceanic waters away from human populations. Imagine that. They are highly protective of their private environments. Unlike the terra firma walking, talking humanoids, Nagas are more comfortable inhabiting the subtle, sensual energy fields where they fluidly generate in their nectar of immortality from the depths of the ocean. So, interesting card. So it says here, you got this in an upright. So when you get this card, Aquarius, this is all about Tantra. Maybe you might want to learn about Tantra this month. It's about sensuality. It's about taking a lover, a sexual union, seduction, kundalini, lust, and desire. So these are okay, and it's in the upright, so it's a positive thing. So Aquarius, when they talked about connecting, many of you may be connecting in a sexual or a romantic kind of way. So this is cool. I know for me, this makes perfect sense because I'm recently looking at, do I want to manifest a mate? So for me, this makes 100% perfect sense. So for some of you, it may be the same vibration. So that I like a lot. Look at the back of these cards. Aren't they funky? I told you these are like my funkiest cards, man. All right, Aquarius, let us see. You have 2 more cards. Here's one. Effort. Because, of course, all of this is going to require effort, Aquarius. None of this is going to happen by you sitting there, you know, not working on it. You have to work on it. So the wisdom card they gave you for January is, every now and again, you just need to put out the effort. Our lovable creature holds up a small umbrella. It is evident that this umbrella is not going to do any real good in terms of the falling raindrops. The yellow slicker the young girl wears provides more protection. But the fact that the umbrella is offered shows that the creature cares. They themselves are not bothered by the rain, but know their smaller counterparts can sometimes be adversely affected by too much cold and wet. So as they say, Mama tried, or in this case, Creature tried. Here is a reminder that we need to keep trying to do the right thing. Even when it's too little, it is noticed. The need to be kind is the most important thing. This card is a reminder to ask ourselves, how can I show someone I care today? Reach out in good faith. Help someone whenever you can. Your efforts will be noticed. So Aquarius, this is saying, please reach out. Make a small effort, a small gesture, you know? And this is interesting because they're talking about connection. They're talking about love. It's basically just telling us that if you just do a little something, if you reach out in good faith, you may really be surprised at the results. And for the last part right here, it says simplify your life. So another great thing for you to do in January is to simply simplify your life. Get rid of all that junk, Aquarius. Get rid of stuff that you do not use, you do not need. Get rid of, you know, and I'm not even just talking about stuff. I'm talking about people. You know, clear off your friends list of dead weight or people who you really don't like that much that's always posting stupid stuff. You know, clear up the clutter in your life. Clear away the things that are unnecessary. Clear away the things that you don't need anymore. Give those old clothes you can't fit anymore, but they're still good, to the Goodwill, you know. Just clean out, make room for new wonderful things to come in your life in January. A lot of people do this in the new year, and this is going to be great for you guys in pile number 1. Simplify your life. Get rid of all that crap you don't need. All those people who are just not, those frenemies and people that aren't helping you. Get rid of all that crap, you know. What are you holding on to it for? All right, that was my pile number 1. All right, now we're going to go over to pile number 2. The Danberite. Pile number 2. Oh, yeah. Pile number 2, you're the page of dice. When you look up in the Stranger Things guidebook, dice are swords. So you're the page of swords this month, pile number 2. The page of swords is all about being ready. Okay, you ready like Tevin this month. Pile number 2. So they're saying you're ready. The new year is here. Let's hit it. You know, you're up to bat. You should be doing something. This is a month of action. This is a month of the intellect as well. So for many of you, this is going to be about education. It's either going to be about learning things at school, maybe taking some classes. You might be in college. You might have a job and you're learning something new for your job or going to workshops for your job. This should be a month where you learn something. If you're not working and you're not going to school, use your intellect. Get a book. Watch some, you know, instead of watching entertainment things, which we all do and we all should do, watch some education things. Learn a new skill. You know, learn something you've always wanted to learn before. You know, anything along those lines. This is the month for learning and it's the month for doing. Okay, so you should be, jumping into something this month feet first. Now, interestingly enough, look at this, pile number two. They're telling you that you're supposed to be looking at marriage. This is the marriage contract. So if I was in pile number two, what you should be doing, you might not want to get married. Some of you might want to get married because it's going to be different for the person. Some of you may want to actually get married. Some of you may be planning to get married or may have just recently gotten married. For some of us, this is deciding, do we ever want to really get married? And married doesn't have to be legal contract. It also can be like, making a spiritual commitment to a person. Some people don't get legally married, but they will go to the mosque or go to the temple, or, it's all kinds of different traditions and how people do it. So what they're saying here is that you should be considering, do you want to make a long-term commitment? So this is very interesting because as a romance card, I'm like, wow. And it makes sense because if you want to manifest a commitment, for those of you who still want to do it, you have to get clear on it. You got to get clear that that's your intention and get clear on the fact that that's what you want. So for some of you, this is going to be awesome. And some of you are thinking about marrying somebody you should not marry. So those of you who are thinking about getting married and there's something in the pit of your stomach that's holding you back, listen to that, because that is something that is warning you. So this card comes up as like you should be considering that, either positive or negative, but definitely should be considering it. Now here is your alien card. Your alien card says fire element, warrior, passion, and fierceness. Ooh, fearlessness. Okay, I'm feeling that. Let's take a look and see what it gives us for fire. Fire says fire is one of the 4 classical elements and critical energetic forces that sustains physical third dimension life on our planet. Fire rules Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Archangel Michael rules the fire element. Prometheus is a fire deity. And fire is a masculine element. Fire symbolically rules confidence, creativity, and initiative. So since you guys got this card in the upright, when this card shows up for you, remember I said it was a month of action. The first word is action. Action. Vigor. Warrior, passion, willpower, vitality, decisive, leadership, fearlessness, determination, motivation. See, all of this is about tapping into you, what's inside of you and going for it. Drive, daring, be feisty, appetite, gut instincts, zealous, initiative, heat, the sun, your solar plexus chakra, and the summer solstice. So this card is telling you you should be tapping into that energy. You should be going hard, seriously, this month. And the solar plexus is the chakra that's responsible for your courage. So they're telling you to tap into that and go for it. You have a lot of potential to create awesome things, pile number 2. You just got to really tap into that energy. Alright, we're going to move these to the side and we're going to pull up your other. Oh, this is your wisdom card. This is your wisdom. Ooh, you got secrets, pile number 2? Let me find out. Alright, so it says secrets. Put your head closer, she whispers to her friend. What I have to say is secret. She quietly murmurs her words, knowing they will be kept in the vault that is her confidence heart. This is her way of unburdening herself with when the world fills her too full. At those times, where her head pounds and her heart aches, she can call her companion, who will take in all of what she needs to let go of. It doesn't burden the creature. Each little gleaming firefly is carrying off a word here and a phrase there. The secrets will be spread throughout the woods until the time comes when this beautiful fairy has need of them. In return for this listening, she answers their beckoning as well. She will bend her head close to listen to what needs to be heard. Then watch as the glowing winged ones scatter the creature's word as well. You may have secrets that are pulling you down. Perhaps it is time to find the one who will hear you and help you. It is no weakness to trust another with your secrets. And remember, secrets don't have to be painful. They could be whispers of, "You mean so much to me. Thank you for always being there for me." Or, "I appreciate your friendship." Consider who needs to hear your secrets. Call them to share with them. Then offer to hold theirs as well. So, I definitely think that is very sweet. All right, let's look at your last card. Pile number 2, it says take baby steps. So for some of you, remember they were talking about marriage. So for some of you, your secrets are going to have to do with that. Your secrets are going to be maybe professing your love to someone, you know. Only you know this aspect of it, like, you know, exactly what is going on. But it says to take baby steps. Don't jump, don't rush, you know. You want to make the move, but you don't want to rush. So it might take you a few days, you know, of making up your mind. But don't procrastinate and don't rush. Take your time, and when the time is right, take that baby step, and step by step, keep climbing towards your goal. Good job. Yes, I like that. All right, number 2. That is your word. Number 3. All right, number 3, you got the World card. Hold up, number 3. We got to move this over some and show this to you. You got the World. This is awesome, number 3. The World is about completing things and getting ready to start something new. So in January, you should be wrapping up all of the things that you did not finish in 2022 and getting ready to move on to your goals and your things for 2023. Yeah. So wrap up any of those loose ends, and now it's time to move on. So you should be deciding, a part of this is deciding what are your goals for 2023. Some people do a year-long reading, and I give them one card for every month so that they can look and see like ahead. You know, so something like that could be great for planning. But whatever the case it is, you should be, you know, getting ready to do some new stuff, because after the World, it's time to manifest again. So finish up your manifestations, and it's time. It's time. And the good thing about this card is that it always indicates triumph. So whatever you're wrapping up and moving into, it's going to be a triumph, whatever you're wrapping up. So this is an awesome card to get. It's also very triumphant and auspicious. And it's a major arcana, so that's a big deal. Now, you got a very interesting card for love. You got the money versus love card. So you got to be careful in your life, in your love life, pile number 3, because some of you are trying to buy love, and that never works. It never works. The person falls in love with your money and not you. That's the bottom line. Some of you are with somebody who's not helping you financially. Or somebody who can't help you financially. So, like, you may have a job and they may live with you, but you're the one paying for everything. You know, stuff like that. So it's some type of a money imbalance in your love life. Or you may be interested in somebody who is broke. Okay, you could be, or you could be interested in somebody who's cheap or stingy, even worse, you know. It just depends. There's some type of a money thing going on here, and I would just say, number 1, don't let anybody buy you. If somebody's trying to love bomb you with presents or money, that's a bad sign, you know, because, like, why are you doing that? You're doing that for a reason. You know, when I was a young girl, I didn't know that. And when somebody tried to, you know, love bomb me, I'll be like, ooh, nice, you know, but not the way to go. So there's some type of money problem going on there that you have to pay attention to in January. All right. Okay. Now here is your card, your crop circles. Okay. All right. Let's see what you get for number 27, pile number 3. All right. So I have never, let's see. Okay. The crop circle phenomenon has intrigued contemporary society with the discoveries of vast and intricate geometric patterns found in crop fields throughout the world, which mysteriously actualize overnight. The crop circles vary in design and size and can span over hundreds of feet. Shonky man-made prank-style crop circles have been found, yet pale in comparison to the authentic crop circles' mastery and finesse. The discoveries of crop circles rarely, if ever, receive mainstream news to avoid invoking fringe researchers and UFO conspiracists to the forefront. Crop circles have been discovered largely in the UK, but also in China, USA, South America, Australia, Germany, Canada, Czech Republic, the Netherlands, and Russia. Most UFOologists and paranormal investigators believe the quality of the designs are clearly the responsibility of higher intelligent beings. Researchers believe the extraterrestrials are using this basic format as a way to bridge with humanity and communicate on a level that does not cause fear and alarm. Closer studies of the actual crop stems show that they do not forcibly bend and snap stems to lay them down. Rather, they are delicately rounded and curved so that they bounce back later still alive. Also, close observation of the crops show that they are intricately woven, not just randomly squashed. Visitors of these sites insist the energy for days after crop circles has found its magical and serene. Reports of witnesses observing crop circles being made say that glowing white orbs fly around in silence above the crops, emanating some type of energy that instantly arranges the crops into designs. These orbs operate swiftly and in complete silence, then just fly away. This card meaning, you got this in the upright, so it means you will receive in January signs, omens, messages, texts, emails, curiosity, communication, unexpected, acknowledgement, and validation. So basically what we're getting from this is you're going to get some messages, something. And these messages can be of the, like, for instance, dreams about something that's going on. Or you might get a message from someone that you haven't heard from in a while. Or you might have a vision, you know. These are the types of messages. It could be a straight up email from an ex or an old friend, you know. These kind of things are going to go on in January. And it makes perfect sense because if you think about it, Mercury is retrograde until January 18th. And then there's a 2-week shadow period. So exes often return during this time. So it could be that, or it could be something totally different, but you're going to be getting some really important messages coming to you. Could be an email from your boss about a job, anything along those lines. Pay real close attention to what messages you get this month. Now, this is the Wait card. The Wait card is really sweet. This card is basically telling you that you have to wait. It says here, pay attention to the smallest tug from someone you may have overlooked. Now is not the time to make any rash decisions. Instead, find that boon companion who is your own small voice of reason. Your next step is a very important one, so honor your journey by not reacting from a place of hurt and anger. Take the time to ensure you are making the best choice for yourself first. So no matter what happens this month, don't move quickly. Wait. Wait until you're certain of what it is you need to do. Because somebody may say something to you and you might fly off the handle or get upset, want to cuss them out, that kind of thing. Or you might make a snap decision based on old information. So this month, be very patient, be very careful, and wait. No jumping the gun this month, Aquarius. You know, sometimes we have the worst impulse control. So this month you have to look out for that impulse control. And your card here for comfort is kindness goes a long way. Be as kind as you possibly can this month to others and yourself, Aquarius. That's what this card is about. Being kind, being considerate. And remember, you need to do this with you as well. It's not just about other people. Other people are important. Being kind to family or anybody you can be kind to, basically. But remember to be kind to yourself. Be loving towards yourself in that kind of way. All right, Aquarius. This is your message for January. Please join me in February and I'll give you another message. If you're an Aquarius and your birthday is this month, happy birthday. If your birthday is in February, I got you. Come back and I'm going to hook you up. All right, guys. See you later.